Summertime and the loving is easy. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. Background when I'm home, baby. Ethiopia, Kakolas Kedaga.
Asked me to talk. I think there's a few reasons. Number one is she knows I'm scared to death of her and I'll never say no to anything. Number two, Tracy and myself, my wife and I, we've been involved in her foundation since day one. So we know a little bit about it, why it works, how it works. And finally, I've had some great conversations with a bunch of, but 15 years ago, my wife and I, we had 2 kids and we adopted 2 kids from Ethiopia. Batri and Yasu, 4.5 and 6. They're now 20 and 22. But Menbe was we couldn't even talk to them. We didn't even know how to communicate with them. And a friend brought us over to Salute, and Menbe became part of our lives, and we became part of her life. And anyway, we love her to death. And because we have these Ethiopian kids, we know a little bit about Ethiopia. My wife in particular has been there 3 times, which I know doesn't seem like a lot to some of you, but to us white folks in America, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
And so we know a little bit about what works in Ethiopia and what doesn't work. And what doesn't work in Ethiopia is if you're a young girl, it's a chauvinistic society. You're a second-class citizen. But you're not a second-class citizen if you can contribute. And the way to contribute is to get an education, have some value because you can earn a living, whether it's vocationally or through college, which seems easy. So all girls go to school in Ethiopia, right? Not that easy. With the exception of a few big cities like the capital, Addis, Ethiopia is incredibly rural. So it is not unusual for a girl to have to walk 2 hours or more to school and back, sometimes longer. And if you're a 14, 15, 16-year-old girl, then you stand the risk of being robbed, being sexually accosted, or being attacked by wild animals. This happens all the time. 2 quick stories, and I need the notes because A, I'm old, and B, the names. So Belanish was a girl who had to walk 3 hours to school each way. Because she had to walk 3 hours to school each way, her family ended up saying, hey, no more school, it's too disruptive. And so her only value in the village and her family was to get married to someone who can help. A 15-year-old girl in Ethiopia is not like 15-year-old girls in America. They're not as physically mature because they don't have the same nutrition, the same doctors. So this girl, Belanish, she got pregnant at 15, and she died in childbirth because her body was not ready for it. One more story. CNET, and I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Don't give me a hard time. I'm doing my best. She left school late one day, and in the dark was attacked and killed by hyenas. And this was particularly bad because a bunch of girls from her village also went to the school, and then the parents pulled all those girls out. So we have a whole bunch of kids who don't get educated. That's the bad news. The good news is our hostess, Menbe, had land. So Menbe takes land that belongs to her family, she builds a shelter. So it's right near the school. Now the girls aren't in danger. She has 80 kids there. She has 6 older women looking after the girls. The girls all graduate high school. Most of them go to universities that are free. Some go to vocational schools. All of them become valuable to their communities. All of them. And it's not just, Menbe just doesn't save that girl's life. Now the girl can make a living. She can help her parents. She can make sure her children in the future get an education. So she helps generations. Tracy and I, we have a small family foundation, and 90% of our money goes to one cause, helping disadvantaged kids get an education. Because we grew up in America and we believe that education is the one thing that can take you from here to there. And so we give to a lot of educational charities. We don't give to some that don't work. There's literally, I'm 64 and I've never seen a charity as efficient and as impactful as Menbe's. If you support Menbe's Foundation, it's $1,000 a year. And the kid gets shelter, she gets food, she gets clothing, she gets medical supplies, she gets the minimal school fees all paid for. So that girl now goes to school, she changes her parents' life, she changes her kid's life and her grandkids' life. So for $1,000 a year, we get to change the world. I think you're all going to get the best dinner anybody gets in the East Bay tonight. And I know I'm not allowed to say stuff like this anymore, but because she married a French guy, you're going to get the best wine. Okay, it's racist, I admit. I don't care. Sue me. But the gift you're getting tonight isn't your meal. The gift you're getting is the chance to change the world. For one kid, for the previous generation, for the future generation. So Menbe and I have a mutual friend, Cornell Meyer, who is one of the great philanthropists of the East Bay. And his philosophy says, you give till it hurts, and then you give a little bit more. So I'm asking you all, hurt yourselves tonight. Give a little bit more. Let's have some fun. Thank you for coming.
Bravo, bravo, bravo. How much we charge now?
This is a really very nice, beautiful table to put us together. And then my neighbor, he's pharmaceutical, the gentleman on the way down. Probably he doesn't kick me out after a while because I'm so loud and, you know. All of you, you helped me since I had that restaurant. I'm not talking about the money, but the encouragement you give me to tell me that, Menbe, you are doing a good job. I'm proud of you. You are great, and it's not easy thing, especially at this time. I couldn't do this by myself. I am so lucky to have him by my side because
no one else could put up with you.
Which is true. You know me, he's the one who put me to marriage to begin with. Other people probably they will say that, hey, why you are doing this? I want to have a peace in the weekend. I want to relax, having a nice view. You know, let's go somewhere else. But he supported me 100 times. And then even last night, we got more people requested, and then some people they came, some people they request for the next event. And then I said, I'm in the trouble. I called him. He's the CEO of the company, but I called him. I said, I'm in the trouble. He said, what happened? He said, I need 3 chairs from Hayward. Don't worry, I'm going to get up. I cried. I told him that without him, I would never. I can't do this. I can't. No. He's in the kitchen with me. He's in the road with me. He pick up, he clean up, and everything. And I want to say thank you very much.
It's the only place I'm a sous chef here.
Very smart man.
So more than anything, more than the event, every morning, every man they want to talk on having a coffee about life, about he can hear a lot of people calling from Ethiopia, especially the girls. I can't talk to them. I hung up and then I called them and then I talked to them and I said that, okay, don't worry, I will be there, you know, be strong. He never complained, even one day. I give more time to them instead of him, but he understands because they need me more. So John, he told you about the girl's story. I am one of them. I heard about these girls from one Rotarian. He came in Richmond Rotary. He told us there's girls, but they can't go to school because they don't have a place to sleep. So first I thought it's scam, but I find out these beautiful girls from my village, where I grew up, from Gojam. Beautiful girls. 4 of them are handicapped. They stopped going to school because they don't have a place to sleep. And then miles and miles and miles they talk. And I said, okay, what can I do? They need a place to sleep. I said, okay. And 4 years ago, I went to Ethiopia and I did this building. We hire people to wash them and they go to school. They never complain. They help each other. And then I told them, look at me, what I do. And then now, every weekend, they wash and then they deliver all the clothes for other people, you know. They go and they help to clean the house, to cook for them. My country is a wonderful country, full of history and love and everything. We have a lot to give. At this moment, we are not in a good situation because I am sure 100% all of you heard. Imagine those girls. Imagine they don't have any place to go. Now they are worried. When I had a restaurant, it was easy because everybody was writing a check. Now I am, hiding and then, being a wife and at home. So I organized this dinner and then I call and I send invitation for the people I believe. And then, thank God, nobody said no. Actually, I'm the one I was worried and the food would be bad and that. I said, no, I will do another dinner. And then everybody's happy. And today it's nice and successful. Here I have all of you special for me. All of you. When I opened this place, Joshua, I called him and I said, the girls, they can't take a shower because I don't have a place. I can't. I said, well, how much you need? Can you stand up, Joshua, please? And he said, maybe I will donate. How much you need? I said, for now, $11,000. I said, don't worry about it. I'll write you a check. Immediately I said, what can I do for you then? He said, just say thank you, that's it. But we put his last name, his wife, and then his name on the door of the shower for girls when they take a shower. I ask always people what to give. And Marianne and Gary over there, I asked her, I said, I'm going to Ethiopia, and what they need is they need this and this, but the most important thing is they need a little bag. You know which one? When you go to business class, they give you those bags, By accident, I had one, and I gave one girl, and everybody said, no, for me, this for me, this for me. I said, okay, let me do a number, and I will give for the winner. So one girl should win. Simple thing. We throw it, we leave it in the plane, So I gave it to her. They started crying, all of them. I know, I'm not lucky since I born. All of them. I said, no. And then I told her, she said, you know what? I will collect everything. And then she gave me 80 of them. I took a video. And she gave me extra stuff, and then I delivered that. Which is, we take everything for granted. I told them in America, we eat a lot and then we die from that, which is true. And then they said, what do you mean? Because they are hungry. All of them, they don't have a family, They drink water from the river. It's in a little village. No, in America, we eat sugar, we eat too much food, and then we die from that. Because obesity and the diabetics, they said, that's the good way to die. No, because they don't know better. So, but now they have a chance to go to school. They have a chance to do better, to know better. So tonight, I serve Oh, that's how it gets.
That's Jonathan.
Tonight, I serve, me and my husband, we serve the food. But my friends, I want to tell you, you serve hope. So, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. And one other thing, I want to tell you this. This gentleman, I met him 15 years ago, he told you. Sometimes I'm tired and say, no, I don't want to, I don't know for how long. I said, maybe it doesn't kill you. You have to keep going. We are here. Asking people help, it is good. You give opportunity to do good. Other people, they will appreciate. So he and his wife, they sign every year for 2 girls, 3 girls to keep going. So I want to say thank you. I know you are my brother, but all of you, I don't know who can I say no. All of you, you are absolutely fantastic. And I don't know what to say. I love you. I hope the food is good. And I have a shy husband and come here.
Let's have some desserts.
But I never seen Johnny excited like this because of the dessert, and then he make the most beautiful dessert because that's his specialty. And
No, it's.
good. So John, he has something to announce.
We're gonna do the auction, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Here you go.
So, how can you say no to that?
Okay. Wait.
Oh, wait.
So, can you imagine all this card on the table, all these pictures, everything made by one person? I never spend a penny. Beverly, this way, please. No.
Come on, Beverly.
86 years old, beautiful, smart woman. She drive that car.
That alone, I say, wow.
86 years young, not 86 years old.
So Beverly, I know Beverly for a long time. She's my neighbor. She's a big supporter. Guess what? When I sponsored the girl, 2 of them from Ethiopia, burned by acid, young girls, they become blind. One of them, she's blind. She did almost 11, right? Surgery. She did almost 11 surgery when she lives with us here in the house. Beverly, 6 days a week, she was taking her at school, at the hospital, Burlingame, San Francisco, Berkeley, every Marine, right? She was taking this girl driving around for a surgery. Wow. And then I said, Beverly, what can I do for you? And then she said, no, I am helping myself because I love Ethiopian and I love the history, I love the country, I love everything. So I said,
I learned more from Atzeta than she ever taught, I ever taught her.
Atzeda, which is the girl, she was blind and she lived with us and she was her best friend. This is the wax she did. Everything she did by herself. Everything, cutting all the cards up on the table. Everything. So thank you, Beverly.
Before we do the Beverly's a wonderful lady, blah, blah, blah. I just want you to know, she comes across as this sweet, gentle woman, but she's a killer. Because she said, before we do the live auction, make sure they see this picture of this little girl whose leg was burnt in a fire, deformed, and couldn't go to school unless Membe bought her crutches. We gotta show them this. So Beverly has some killer instinct for this sweet old lady. Don't be fooled. She's ruthless, but for the right reason. Love you, Beverly. So Membe, you're gonna cook a dinner for 8 people.
Yes, this is I did for the past 7-8 years. Dinner for 8 course pairing wine. I did it in the past 7 years. Actually, the 21st of August also, Joshua Gensler has a big one. I will cook for him and his guests. So Let's go.
So, and if you bid enough, Jean-Yves will skinny dip dive into the bank. But we need big numbers for that. We gotta help a lot of kids. So it's a dinner for 8. Let's start the auction at $2,000. Will anybody pay $2,000? We got one at the end, 2,000. Do I hear 2,500? 8 people, 2,500.
Wow.
8 people, dinner, Jean-Yves, skinny dipping in the bank. Come on. $2,500. Hey, we can do better than that. $2,500 going, oh, 3,000. I got 3,000 in the corner. Yes. It's 3,000. $4,000. I got $4,000. Yeah. Okay. 8 people, wine, food, $4,500. Yeah. $4,500, still a bargain. 5,000 at the end. Yes. I love it. Do we got more? 5,000. 5,000. 5,500. Yay! $5,500 and still a bargain. And if anybody gets to 6,000, I'll go skinny dipping in the bay with Johnny. $6,000. Awesome. Do we have?
Imagine, you can bring 8 people and then each of them, they can divide the bill, okay?
And you're going to get a good, little price to go away as you always do. 6,000 going once. 6,000 going once, 6,000 going twice. Sold to the handsome gentleman in the corner.
That's the only reason I'm gonna get it myself.
Oh, you can have a dinner.
Because they the higher this rate.
No match the highest bid. So we get to 12,000. A bunch of girls get to go to school and change their lives. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much.
I smile, but she doesn't see. She doesn't see me. She doesn't see. She doesn't see. Take one last good Italian song from MENBE. This is a tune I've been playing maybe since I was 10 or 11.
Addis Ababa bete, Addis Ababa bete, Addis Ababa bete, Addis Ababa bete. Şekkali konco ni jallechi gorbete, 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 gorbete. Erendiaw ይመኙሻል erendiaw ይመኙሻል erendiaw ይመኙሻል erendiaw ይመኙሻል
በምኞት ቢጓዙን ወዴት ያገኙሻል 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 የኮዴን በሆዴ አፌን በንጉርጉሮ ሁይ ልግለጽልሽ እንጂ እኔ አልሆነም ዘንድሮ ልግለጽልሽ እንጂ እኔ አልሆነም ዘንድሮ አልሆነም ዘንድሮ አዲስ አበባ ቤቴን አዲስ አበባ ቤቴ አዲስ አበባ ቤቴ አዲስ አበባ ቤቴ ሸጋ ልጅ ቆንጆ ልጅ አለች ጎረቤቴ 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 ጎረቤቴ